Hello YouTube, this is Darkon633, and today is the first day of my Transformers Devastation week featuring Transformers Generations Combiner Wars Devastator. Now, we're going to start out with Scrapper. Scrapper is a pretty cool design, and it's really close to his G1 design altogether. Now, for those who are wondering, I will not be showing the box or the card and so on until the Devastator review altogether. So for now, we're just going to go with the individual Constructicons and then move on from there. But anyways, Scrapper is a pretty cool design, and I really enjoy how they designed it all together. The only thing I don't really like about it is that he only has swivels in the arms, which Takara has remedied, if I remember correctly, by adding elbow joints to the figure. Now, as I'm going to mention in my Devastator review, if those of you got to see it, it was a cost-cut measure, so just to remind you that it will be mentioned later on in the Devastator review. But anyways, we'll now be moving on to the rest of the articulation points. His head does turn all the way and looks up and down just a bit because it's on a swivel. It's like a double swivel, actually. I'm not quite sure since it's hard to see what's exactly in there. I'm pretty sure it's not a ball joint on the way it's designed, but his shoulders have full movement, and it can go about that far, so it can go pretty far, and it can kind of bend inward and outward due to the transformation. He doesn't have any waist articulation, but his legs do have full movement since they're on... not quite sure what the type this is. It's like a swivel, I think. And then it does bend at the knee about 90 degrees, and the feet do pivot, so it's really nice in articulation. Now, we'll go on to the transformation, but before that, I'm just going to quickly get this out of the way. Each of the individual weapons do fit in the Constructicon's hands, however, I don't really know how, up to this point, how these actually fit on. I see that there is a peg inside that you can pull out. What I'm thinking is that maybe they just kind of made it look like you have to do something like this. But that looks really ridiculous, and it just doesn't really work too well for me. And I'm really not sure exactly how to actually get this to work, so I'm just going to quickly get that out of the way and mention it, and I will not actually be placing these in the hands. But anyways, we will now go into the transformation. The transformation is really awesome, actually. Even though each of the Constructicons have very simple transformations, they're all unique to each of the individual Constructicons. But anyways, his head pops in like that. And of all the Constructicons, just to get this out of the way, he actually transforms the most like his G1 counterpart. His hands do swivel in. And then you're going to bend these in together so it looks like this. And then that's it so far. What you're going to do next is get this out of the way and place this down. So you pretty much got the front all done. You're going to peg these in together. As you can see here, it does slide in. Then you're going to take this entire component, as you can see here, and get this in the position. And you're going to turn this around, and it's just going to lay flat like so. And then you're going to take this, and then push it down and lay it flat. And there you have Scrapper pretty much in his vehicle mode. Now, I think these do peg in somewhere. Oh, yeah, that's right. I did miss the step here. So you're going to peg these into the area there on both sides. Once you get that done, you'll finally have Scrapper fully in his vehicle mode. Now, his vehicle mode is a very nice vehicle mode. It's pretty reminiscent of his G1 design. The shovel is fully articulated and allows you to bend it that far, so it actually bends really far, and if you really want to, it can bend even further. His tires, as usual, are just hard plastic. They roll really nicely, and I really like the fact that they roll really well. The color is also really nice, and I really like the green neon color that they gave the Constructicons, and they're very good in replicating the colors that are actually represented on the show, even to the point that most of the design is still there. And even though obviously the car one is going to be better in paint and so on, I think Hasbro did a nice job on their own designing the paint from the get-go. There isn't really too much extra paint that's missing, especially in vehicle mode, and I think they did a pretty nice job for what they had. Anyways, we're going to quickly transform it back, and it's really simple. What you're going to do is unpeg these together, and you're going to pull these down. Unpeg these first, though. Pull these down. And then you're just going to peg them inward like this. So they just slide in and peg. Unpeg that. Pull out the arms. And then pull out the hands. Next, you're going to push this back all the way. And pull out the head. And there you have Scrapper back in his robot mode. As you can see, it was really quick how to transform back and forth. And I really enjoy the fact that most of the design seems to be taking a lot of design cues from their G1 counterparts. And just to get this kind of out of the way, actually, I'm just going to plug in one of the weapons that I think is supposed to be an axe. As you can see, it does plug in. And all the weapons do plug in properly, except I still don't know how to plug these in. But overall, I still think Scrapper is very nice, and it's actually one of the best Constructicons right off the bat from the set, because it replicates the G1 design very well, and still has a lot of articulation, minus the fact that it does have missing elbows, but these do swivel, which I think I actually forgot to mention. But that's it. It's pretty nice, and I really think they did a nice job for the limitations they had. Anyways, we'll now be moving to day 2 tomorrow, which will be yet another one of the Constructicons. But anyways, we'll be back tomorrow for the next episode of Transformers Devastation Week. Anyways, please comment, subscribe, and check me out on Hero Otaku for the latest in hero news. Also check out the associated podcasts here on WRW, which is listed down there. Also, please don't forget to comment, subscribe, and check out the other channels that are listed down below. And check me out on Twitter under Darkon633, and I'll see you on YouTube. Bye.